I'm gonna check the update page too to see what they're saying there.
Should be 122. 122, we have a report from DOT of a two-vehicle collision just after the toll booth, exit 2 leading to Route 101 West. Two vehicles tried to go through the same toll booth lane at the same time and collided with each other. They're currently in the parking area that's just to the right after the toll booth leading to 101 West.
Moving on ground. I wonder if I guess they purposely blacked out the video, probably.
Century 120.
Just second call, it seems to be the same.
We're going to duplicate it.
There we go. Extra space, storage. Oh my god, somebody bombed the stream, I guess. Oh, they switched again. Anybody out there in person? Oh, there we go. We came back. Okay. Sources have told CNN and Boston 25 that news authorities have obtained a signed warrant for the arrest of the suspected shooter. Providence Police and U.S. Marshals are on location. Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? Oh, Garden, you left because of the chat. Thank you for the 10. What happened? I left here because the liars in chat. I came back because the chat was better. Wait, I came back because chat was better at other place, but the YouTuber's effing crazy. I wonder who that is.
I just cleared myself. I can take that.
Glad to be back here. Thanks, I appreciate that. You know, the chat, I understand it's kind of like there's no mods right now, but you know the thing is too is when I had mods, and I had some great people, but sometimes you know I feel like it gets to people's heads, so people start getting blocked.
Edukadmal just coming in. Can you give a recap, please? Love your streams and love the things you do. Purple heart emoji. Purple heart emoji. Purple heart emoji.
I'll give you a recap for tonight. Thank you, Adaz. But yeah, the chat thing, it's like, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know, and then people start getting blocked, timed out, and then it's like after.
Please say it again, threaten me, but say it in a way that people believe.
That's right.
I'm ready to get in there.
Expect no mercy.
If you
But who knows? That's the place right here, extra storage. It's where the helicopters are at and police are at. I think that's kind of it. I think that's where we're at. And reportedly, I don't know, because it looks like they took it down from the webpage. There was a location, a home. I thought there was a home surrounded. We know that the storage place is surrounded. I could actually make this full screen. I mean, I don't know why. We don't need to really look at the press conference. There's nothing happening there. The location. I look around and see. Well, they're back to the helicopter. I sometimes block people, like if there's somebody like spamming over and over and over, and it's like really disruptive to the chat and YouTube's not stopping it. When I see it, I'll block it. You can block people too if you want to. You can block people. But it's like it's either too restrictive or it's like too loose, you know? I don't know. Yo, Mel, you need to tighten up that fade. You're still Amanda. I know my hair's looking kind of crazy. It's all over the place. I moved to this new area and the people aren't really that good over here. Might have to go take a drive to the old place, but heard something they're raiding a neighborhood. And I'm pretty sure everything's encrypted because I have the radio on, but we're not really hearing anything. Layla called it. I guess we're gonna be here for a while tonight. Particles, thank you. Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you, Rumble, too, for supporting me. YouTube and Rumble. I'm just a short drive below that harbor, really. The helicopters, there's the TV helicopter still going in circles. The other one kind of took off, it looks like. Maybe through. Oh no, the other one's still there too. There's two TV choppers. Oh no,
On 212.
oh yeah, there's two of them. WBZ.
This is
Whatever it is.
activity call at 4 Pillsbury Street. Caller says he heard a loud bang coming from the shed in his backyard and he does not want to go to see what it was.
A loud banging from the shed. Real quick, that's the helicopters circling this area. The border of New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Storage facility, extra space, I think it's called. Oh, damn. Be right back.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Are you outside the residence though, on West Harrison?
Affirm, Officer Harden's in the back, and I'm out front.
Stand by. I don't know if there's anybody else. If you want to swing over to Fort Pillsbury with 12, just back them up on that.
Affirm. Are you able to maybe just cover the corner?
Yeah, I'll see if I can.
Okay, let's see the location. Extra storage.
33 minutes on Pillsbury, go again with the numerical.
4.
Copy.
That's the place right here, extra storage. It's where the helicopters are at and police are at. Kind of surrounded the whole area where the vehicle was found.
Turning on to West Harrison, more word now. 33.
Copy.
So the map here says it's about an hour and a half away from University, 79 to 80 miles, this storage facility. The MIT guy, let's see.
Hold up.
Brookline, Massachusetts. Let's see. So they're doing some type of Oh yeah, so Brookline's like in the middle of that. It looks like. I don't know this area well myself. Got a little curve.
That's what being told to do.
Yeah, a lot is happening right now. Near this area, they have shut down the road here that is right in front of the storage unit, which you're probably seeing on Sky High, or have seen earlier. There's a lot of police activity here at the I-8 negotiators with property police officers right here. A lot of them, but also that are wearing a bulletproof vest, some of them have long lines, they're now the more left here, it looks like the car is off the side and have shut down this road here. Choppers are flying above us, make sure that we're not some vehicles others
Captain, everyone down?
165, I'm all on Hampshire here meeting right now too.
Just further down.
Rumors that he shot him. So
Right by that white car. Right where that white car is. Right where that white car is leaving. Right where that white car is leaving. If you could, thank you so much. We're gonna keep moving everybody down inch by inch. We wanna shut down.
So obviously there was a connection made. I think the important question out of
so much for the press conference, huh?
what was the connection between those two cases? And I think it's perhaps we need to see whether or not that is in fact what brought us to this location. Whatever it was that they were making, obviously there was something that they saw. This is a storage unit. We're right off the interstate as well. So we don't know precisely. I can't say confidently what brought them up here, but I think it's noteworthy that that connection was made. It was soon after that
we learned about endless pools through our local dealer, mainly Tubbs. They had an X2000 on display. We just fell in love. We almost envisioned ourselves immediately, Adam and I sitting in the hot tub while Mick and his buddies could be in the pool part.
I didn't think the delivery would go as smooth as what they thought, but it did. We were up and running that day.
But I think it's definitely been a really life-changing purchase.
The ancient world was vast and complex. With OER project materials, your students can compare and contrast
idea where this person of interest was. In fact, the last place they were seen on camera was on home surveillance video cameras, in the direct vicinity of Brown. So from speaking to several people down at this large growing memorial right in front of the Barris and Holly building, it's pretty powerful to see. Just flowers that stretch a block. They say they are
see what else. The update page. Talk about all that. Okay, we got updates here. Police searching in Salem, New Hampshire. Sources say, in connection with the Brown University mass shooting and the killing of the MIT professor. Oh, this one has nice quality. Let's take a look at this one. For a second.
Facility here in Salem, New Hampshire.
We have Brandon Truitt live in Brookline right now on Gibbs Street, which is where Professor Loureiro lived and where he was shot on Monday night. Brandon, I understand there's a police presence there this evening, too.
Yeah, they've been here ever since we first started covering this, when we got first word of this on Tuesday. Police have been relatively tight-lipped on any developments, and I have to say that silence, in a way, was really unsettling for people who lived here, where this kind of act just does not happen around here. You can see that police car is actually behind me if we're able to zoom in here. It's parked just outside of the home where Professor Loureiro was shot on Monday night and ultimately died on Tuesday. And in those moments after we had talked to people who were just immediately coming to their own conclusions, connecting this to Brown University. So of this news today that authorities are actually looking at that link. Not really surprising. That was the gut instinct of people that we spoke with here starting on Tuesday, because it just seemed too specific of an act here. And of course, word that that rental car was ultimately around this area as well. Very unsettling for people who live here. A lot of folks tell me that they've been walking around just looking over their shoulder as they're out and about. Some people have been uncomfortable just to leave their homes. And so this professor here, his family, very well known in this community, his 3 children as well, just the shocking news of all of this. And of course, word is now spreading for folks who are out walking their dogs and things like that, that this search is happening up in New Hampshire. A lot of people here, guys, just really want a resolution to this, as they have been on edge since all of this happened on Monday night.
I know you've had an opportunity over the course of a couple of nights to talk to neighbors there. What have you been able to learn about Professor Loureiro? It certainly seemed that when he died, there was an outpouring of grief in that community, and then also that real concern about public safety.
Well, in the immediate, his neighbors regarded him as a genius. I mean, he's a neuroscientist who led one of the largest labs at MIT, in one of the most prestigious universities of its kind in the world. His wife was also very well known in this community. I spoke with someone who knows him well, or knows her well, and was just with her the night before this happened. She was simply stunned to learn that hours later, this ultimately happening in their home. I think people are very over the past few days concerned about what ultimately has transpired here, the way it happened, and this person who did this seemingly leaving without a trace. Again, the news here that this rental car was around here, the fact that this person was even in this neighborhood is unsettling for folks who, again, have been coming to their own conclusion as to why this happened. Some people believe it was targeted, and people certainly want answers to that piece of this as well, as people here just certainly just looking for this to come to an end.
Brandon Truitt in Brookline tonight. Kind of wild to see that this has now gone from Rhode Island to Massachusetts, now to New Hampshire as well. And until this person is in custody, until this is resolved, there are a whole lot of people over 3 states that are on edge because of this one individual.
And it's been like that for days. I mean, folks have been looking for answers for days. And I think,
there's a lot of frustration both at, Brown University and the community down in Providence and also in Brookline. These are traditionally very safe areas, safe neighborhoods, a safe school. And to have something so tragic happen, I think a lot of people have questions, but they mostly just want to know that whoever's responsible is in custody.
Well, and although the crime happened in Brookline, you have a lot of people at MIT who are also truly rattled by this, either because they knew the victim or because there's this sense of, wait a minute, what happens next? Is there another shoe that will drop here in this?
So you can see in these pictures, this is taped, but you can see as it's edited together just how many police officers you can see, all wearing, you can see bulletproof vests. We saw someone a moment ago, Providence Police, we know FBI.
On the bottom right-hand side of the screen here, it looks like they're kind of checking, maybe clearing different areas and rooms. I guess I want to make sure this place is clear. The storage facility.
No.
And imagine, maybe the shooter could have been hiding in a storage facility. I've heard of people sometimes living out of storage facilities.
They're not going anywhere else except for this extra space storage facility in Salem.
Yeah. So these officers aren't moving. They've surrounded that. But to your point,
we don't
at this point, until they share some official word with us, there's no way of knowing the status of this suspect.
And we did learn, we mentioned the Boston Marathon bombings a few times, mainly because you did work for the Boston Police Department at the time, so you knew a lot about what was happening behind the scenes. But we've talked about throughout the day the fact that this individual, we say on the run, but for 5 days may have really been sort of settled in one spot.
Hunkered down.
But as soon as you put out this idea that, hey, we know who you are and we have an arrest warrant for you, suddenly they become even more desperate. And, we saw it with the Boston Marathon bombing, all of a sudden they're out and about and things can turn pretty dangerous pretty quickly.
Absolutely. And that's the biggest concern here is
that bottom right-hand side is frozen in all the stations. Hopefully it comes back. I don't know if WBZ is playing like pre-recorded video and showing it or it's actually live. It might be pre-recorded because the other station is just showing on the ground. And okay, I think it unfroze now. It's not on this station. Oh, there we go. Unfroze.
The police officers that are at the scene trying to apprehend the suspect here.
We know that police in Providence, who had scheduled this 4 o'clock news conference today, let us know we're not going to hold that news conference until we actually have a suspect in custody or the suspect has been neutralized. Does that tell you, Cheryl, that there is at least some fair amount of optimism on the part of law enforcement that in fact they are going to have this guy tonight? Now, this was hours ago, and we're still waiting for some official word.
Once they identified him, once they had the information about who this person is and how, then they were able to do some research on where he might be and who he might be in contact with and whether or not he has a cell phone that they're able to track or any other kind of mobile device or any other kinds of, forensics that they're able to locate him. That's what's been going on all day. And we've kind of been watching that a little bit unfold, trying to keep the information, some of the information we can share with you that we have, and some of the other information, we're not sharing because it's still too important to the investigation.
Let's check in with Logan Hall now. He's down in Providence on the campus of Brown University. And Logan, I assume that people there who have been on edge all week long, people who have been frustrated looking for answers, I'd love to know what their reaction has been throughout the afternoon as things suddenly went from 0 to 60.
Yeah, David, good evening. There's still a lot of fear and frustration here on Brown University's campus. However, the students and residents in the area that we have spoken to tonight tell us that they have been glued to their phones and TVs over the course of the afternoon, watching for updates. Now, we've had the chance to talk to some students who tell us that this has been a scary place to go to school at over the last several days. The university has told them to proceed around campus with caution. They say that just walking from their dorms to the cafeteria can be a scary experience. Going from classroom to classroom can be a scary experience. We also talked to residents here who tell us that they want to see justice in this case. They want to see this wrapped up, and they want to feel safe in their homes again. Here's what some of what these folks had to say.
Some really good quality information and breaking news. She's saying, this was 2 minutes ago, direct high-level source on the ground says they're about to enter the store's facility. And the reason you saw all the officers in the parking lot just standing there was because they were watching surveillance footage to see whether the suspected shooter was in the store's facility still. So they entered, and that's what we kind of saw here on the camera now, this main camera thing out, see if that person's in there. I can imagine the shooter, if they're alive, and they're probably watching this shit like, oh, wow. If they're inside, their shit breaks. If they're not, then, I don't know what to say, but. Pretty intense. Brown University shooter caught on camera? Extra space storage facility. The sister of the facility manager claims the manager was cornered and wrongly accused of being the shooter. What the hell, Don? Well, I gotta see this. I gotta read this again. Hold on. Oh, I didn't see you guys tag me in this. Island and Katarina. Brown University shooter caught on camera. Extra space facility, storage facility. The sister of the facility manager claims the manager was cornered and wrongly accused of being the shooter with rifles drawn to the head. So is this picture the person of the wrongly accused person, or is that the shooter? Use channel 3 now. I've heard this. I don't know if they're real though. 2024. Well, they're saying the person was wrongly identified. They almost have the same body type. Too, kind of. This math, the manager and everything. Okay, we need to check this out, I guess. First of all, let me show you this. And I'm saying this is I think maybe this is the person. Just a real quick look. They have the same body type. This news channel 3 now, you got to be really careful with them though. But I've seen it sometimes in the past. They have the right information. Sometimes you don't know. Same body type. I guess maybe that was the manager. It says they were wrongly accused. Including a show at Brown University showed significant enforcement presence at extra space storage. Witnesses reported that the storage facility became surrounded by police as part of an ongoing investigation. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Radical jihadists are not done. Iran promises.
Sorry. Let's try here. I want to see if the manager said something.
This is a picture of the shooter. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and my brother goes, that doesn't even look at me. He goes, but I had a hat on in my.
So can you explain the facility thing?
It's he works at the self.
Is it okay if I record you?
Yeah, he works at the self storage over there, and he's a manager there. And the FBI was calling him, trying to find out, about the because the guy has a storage unit there.
Storage unit in Salem, New Hampshire.
Yeah, so
So I don't know if you guys believe this story. Somebody was falsely or wrongly accused, but now they're saying supposedly this is the shooter.
This is a picture of the shooter. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and my brother goes, that doesn't even look at me. He goes, but I had a hat on in my.
So can you explain the facility thing?
It's he works at the self.
Is it okay if I record you?
Yeah, he works at the self storage over there, and he's a manager there. And the FBI was calling him, trying to find out, about the because the guy has a storage unit there.
Storage unit in Salem, New Hampshire.
Yeah, so they were talking to them, trying to figure out everything, and so they got the information. They said my brother's boss said, you can go home. If we need you, we'll call you back.
Yeah.
And my brother left, got in his car and started driving away, and they surrounded him. And the FBI
surrounded your brother's car.
Ripped him out of his car, threw him into the ground, and put rifles to him.
The storage facility.
Yeah, just talking to me. Extra space storage over there.
Extra space storage in Salem, New Hampshire.
And so they went and got his license.
Wow. Where's the rest of the video? Oh. I don't know. Sounds like some craziness. I mean, I could see that they do have this. See the wrong person getting caught up.
Okay, 109 status check.
Sure, we'll be all set.
That's for going across the number. Response from 112, Charlestown Road, Unit 1. Going to be for a male who's lethargic. They believe he has possible internal bleeding. If that's for going across the number, response to 112, Charlestown Road, Unit 1. To be a double call for a male who's lethargic. They believe he might have internal bleeding.
They put out the picture of the person who was near, they believed, their person of interest. Everything seemed to sort of whip up after they released that picture. And at the time, it seemed unusual. We don't typically see that. But whatever they were able to glean, it seemed, from that period after releasing the photo, set in motion so much more.
Absolutely, it did. And it seems like that may have been the catalyst, and that may have helped them connect all the dots here between that, the Brown shooting and the MIT professor shooting. And once the car was found, and they said that they had evidence, that they had physical evidence, they had DNA evidence, they have witnesses, and perhaps the person they wanted to identify that had been seen near the person of interest, maybe that person either provided them with information or knew something or was able to give them a little more help in the investigation.
And we've talked about what is it that they could have had that would tie Providence to Brookline. And you mentioned, shell casings, possible video evidence. And we did learn that a rental car was seen in that area that they tied back to this individual. We're about to switch from the stream. And we will continue, of course, here on CBS News Boston, but also on the WBZ News at 8 o'clock, our primetime newscast as well, coming up here in just a minute.
We have a team of reporters, as you've seen, all over the area. We are in New Hampshire tonight, where the investigation is focused. We're on the campus of Brown University. And we are in Brookline, where that professor will. We're going to be on WSBK TV 38 with the very latest as well.
119.
Yeah. Okay. So still clearing out this facility. I wonder if this guy's really still there. The alleged shooter. Let me see if we have any other view. It's on the ground. I'd rather see the helicopter storage view. Yeah, I don't know the shooter. I guess I'll bookmark and we'll wait and see.
10-3-1-17.
10-1.
10-5-1-17.
To Officer LaMille. 10-5. Can you just move the cruiser?
Crazy. Would have thought. I would have never. I didn't think we're gonna be here. Called it. Said we'd be here till 8 o'clock, waiting for a press conference. I'm thinking that they want this guy caught. They want to be able to walk in there and be like, he's caught or dead or whatever. The manager. Actually, that's still kind of interesting.
And the search has taken them across multiple states.
Many of you have wondered about this. Tonight, CBS has confirmed police are investigating a possible connection between the deadly shooting at Brown University and the shooting death of an MI with us. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm David Wade.
That situation at Marion Phillips where he trespassed.
Section 4 on the C7
On scene, C7 has commit 2000 hours.
So where the video?
Everything running.
Last year, we were actually here at around 7 o'clock. We were right up against that storage facility where we saw police from both Providence Police Department. We saw U.S. Federal Marshal, all centered around a car, and then all looking at potentially entering. The police here because they said it was for our safety. So now we have a worse vantage point of where they've actually focused most of their attention. But over the past hour, several different departments far is just kind of crowd control, telling people to stay back as a lot of onlookers who gathered here. But of course, we're working to gather more information and what is still a pretty active and tense situation here in Salem. Further down the road,
All right, Aaron, thank you. We now Brown University, where a shooter burst into a classroom on Saturday afternoon, killing 2 students.
Let me see if any other updates from Brooke Taylor. Nothing yet.
Still going to have a news conference. We're told we'll be given a 20-minute update, but they just can't tell us when that is going to happen. CBS News reporting earlier in the evening that the intent would be to do that whenever there is a suspect who's in custody. They know exactly where that suspect is. I can tell you that before we got to this point today, there was some frustration among members of the community about what appeared to be a stalling of the investigation. Speak with a former FBI profiler today who said that these little drips and drabs of information and video that we were getting throughout the week, that may have been part of the strategy to ultimately.
Where do the leading American industrial companies go to promote their business, find new customers, and expand their own supply chain? Thomas.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Stay over here again. Several members of the Providence Police Department and at least one FBI. That's it. That place is pretty big too, that storage facility.
Able to hear that resolution tonight at the podium right behind me. Live at Providence Police Headquarters, Louisa Moeller, WBZ News.
Yeah, Louisa, and we understand why they want to put this information out there. You have been in the room this week to see the very heated question and answer, who felt, it seemed from their line of questioning, that they were not satisfied with the information that was being released or the images.
Yeah, and as you've discussed with a lot of our law enforcement analysts and Cheryl, there is this careful song and dance about what's strategically being released to the public that's going to be helpful to the investigation, what's not being released. And then there's the tension of what was the responsibility of Brown University to protect its students, and did that happen without a flaw? A lot of critics have said no, that there was certainly a very sort of disjointed response to the initial reports of a mass shooting, and all of that will clearly be analyzed very carefully once this is all over, including the positioning and the cameras on Brown University cameras. Just not in the right spot, we're being told, at the Barris and Holly building where the shooting took place. So certainly frustration has mounted throughout the week as there were questions about how this could happen and how it wasn't being solved. Hopefully tonight there will be a sort of a wrap up, something for people to come together about. We can only hope. And then after that, I have no doubt there will certainly be an analysis of how we got to this point.
Louisa Moeller live in Providence. Thank you, Louisa. We'll see you a little later tonight. Until now, the only way people really have been able to come together is in grief at vigils for these victims. And we do want to show you the 2 students who were killed in Saturday's shooting at Brown University. Ella Cook was a sophomore from Alabama. She was the vice president of Brown's College Republicans.
And Muhammad Aziz Umor's was a freshman studying biochemistry and neuroscience. He was studying at Brown to become a neurosurgeon. Logan Hall is live for us on the campus of Brown University tonight in Providence. And Logan.
16 minutes ago, a mobile command vehicle and several law enforcement personnel are on scene. Multiple law enforcement officers carrying weapons and wearing full tactical gear enter the storage facility in Salem. We're just waiting. It looks like it's at least two levels. The facility has units ranging from 5x5 to 10x30. Wow, including climate-controlled, indoor, and vehicle-friendly options. That'd be wild if he's not even in there. How crazy would that be?
So this campus has thinned out over the course of the last several days, with the majority of the student population going home for winter break. But those that are here are following along closely for any updates, hoping that they can feel safe again in their home. For now, reporting in Providence, I'm Logan Hall, WBZ News.
And Logan, that's a good point. Do people there sort of feel some...
I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Gotta put my daughter to bed, but I will be back. All right.
Sort of in danger still, that maybe they didn't feel comfortable to sort of come together in some type of large gathering. It's kind of a tough situation to have something that really there's no closure, which makes it very difficult to come together.
Yeah, David, it's a great point that you bring up. And there are students and residents that we've talked to that have said that they don't feel safe and that it has been scary for them to traverse around the campus. But we have also seen this community rally together. We have seen memorials at nearby parks. We've seen memorials here on campus. And just being here over the last several days, I've seen a number of students stop by those memorials, leave flowers, pay their respects. So definitely a moment for this community to come together. But you are right. This all happening right now means that it will be definitely a process for this community to heal, and it will take some time.
Logan Hall in Providence on the campus of Brown University. Thank you, Logan.
And we want to bring in those pictures if we can too, from Salem, New Hampshire, where police right now on a storage unit with these rapid fire developments and what you've been learning from your sources, they really have been able to connect some of these significant pieces in the last 5.5, 6 hours.
For sure. I mean, we thought that they were at a stalemate and they hadn't, they weren't making much progress in this. And I think that was part of the frustration with all of the news conferences that we were watching throughout the week. But in the last 24 hours and really this afternoon, a lot has happened. I mean, they've made the connection. They've identified the suspect. They have a warrant for the suspect's arrest. So that's really very important in this process. They've also been able to find the car that they were looking for. The car has been abandoned. And now the search and all of their efforts are at this storage facility in Salem, New Hampshire. You can see that there are a lot of assets there, hoping to bring this to a conclusion tonight.
And your sources saying that they are investigating a connection between what happened at Brown and the murder of the MIT professor, been the thing to help identify what he may have done at Brown, the evidence they had there on that scene.
Right. And that's what's so interesting here. I mean, putting these two scenes together, as we've said, 50 miles apart, days apart when they happened, seemingly, I mean, all of us were thinking, okay, this seems really odd, but there wasn't really the connection, the thread. And the real thread here was on the rental car. The suspect must have rented a car, and that car was at the Brown shooting, the Brown University shooting. That rental car, that same make and model, also found a few blocks away from the MIT professor's house.
And what we don't know is the weapon. Forgive me. We know that it hasn't been found.
No.
We know that it was a 9mm that was used in the shooting at Brown. Police don't have that weapon to go on, but they have the shell casings, they have the ballistics evidence. Presumably, they also have evidence in Brookline. That shooting happened right in front of the residence there, Dr. Lorero's residence. We were told that there were bullets in the walls, so they have evidence from these two scenes.
They do. And they also have, and we've already talked about this as well, that there are a lot of cameras on that street. And that is also very helpful information. I mean, if you take a look at the cameras from that and then the video that they have from the Brown University shooting, if they put all of that together with whatever other DNA evidence and whatever physical evidence, I mean, the police have said that that they did find physical evidence. We don't know if the shooter left something behind or if that was maybe the shell casings from the bullets and they were able to match those. A lot goes into this, but it looks like the investigation has really, really been ramped up today.
And we talk about the rental cars being something that may have bridged the two crime scenes. And we were talking, when they start doing the investigation in Providence and they don't have the person, they do have some images. I'm assuming that they would sort of take stock of what cars are in the area. And then they do the same thing for the professor in Brookline. And at some point they may say, we have the same car in two different locations. Is that sort of how this might have worked?
It definitely could work like that. I mean, they have these things called flock cameras, and the flock cameras can quickly look at all the license plates as the car drives down the street, right? And if they were able to say, wait a minute, this car was here and it was also here, so there's a connection there. And then if there are other connections that maybe the same weapon was used, maybe the images that were taken from the Brown University shooting match similar images that they have from the professor's shooting. So all of that pulled together lets them know, okay, we have a scene where there's a connection. There's a connection between these two.
Curious too, once you have those pieces, then how much easier is it to actually begin to use cell phone data and the data from towers, right? You have some idea this is the vehicle this individual is in, this is the name that was used to rent the vehicle. Now you're starting to develop a path, but where do this and how do the cell phone towers and cell phone information come into play?
Well, they're able to get all the cell phone information, the FBI is able to get all of that, and they were able to see, okay, how many cell phones were in this area at this time? How many cell phones were in this area at this time? And if the numbers match up. I mean, we did a story several years ago now about how they were able to find the suspects who went into a car dealership up in New Hampshire and stole a whole bunch of vehicles from the car dealership. And they were able to quickly go to the cell phone towers and find that at that time of day, there were only a couple of cell phones that were being used at that hour of the night, and tracked them and were able to find the suspects. So it's pretty remarkable stuff.
Not to mention if there is a rent.
Brandon. Maybe throw a Rochester District Court date in the call, please.
10519.
Guess I could take off the scanner now. Thanks if you guys hit the like button. I appreciate that, or subscribe.
you